What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good evening, or wherever you are, and whatever time it is, and welcome back to yet another video with me, Measureholic. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another online battle for the Divided Impera overhaul for Total War Rome 2. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have another online battle where we have Macedon taking on Massalia. That's right. One of the Greek Titan Diadochi factions takes on possibly the best colonial Greek faction there is. So this is going to be a super interesting matchup. This is a battle replay sent in by a viewer, Calogero. You guys may remember him from having sent in many other replays. My man has hooked us up once again. He is playing as Macedon with his Alexander the Great style army, which you will see as we get into the battle. And then he's going up against the infamous GOD, both very skilled DEI players. This is going to be a very interesting matchup, I'm told. This is an extremely close game, so I'm really looking forward to seeing just how fun this battle gets. So, as always, we'll start with the first army, which is Macedon, and then we'll go over the Massalian roster. However, before we do, please do take note. We have a 25-minute timer down here in the bottom right corner. I have no idea how much of this is actually just the army's maneuvering or how much of it is actual combat. So I will be skipping certain segments of the video to try and, obviously condense everything. Whatever I do skip will not be important to you guys. And if absolutely necessary, we'll have to shorten down the end of this video where we talk about these statistics and kind of review the battle. And we might even remove that aspect entirely if we get just non-stop constant action in this battle. But anyway, doesn't matter too much. We are still here to have an awesome time and watch some very great players do some really fun stuff. This is looking like it's going to be really fun. So let's start off with Macedon. And so let's start out here way out on the far left hand flank of the Macedonian player Calogero. We have 3 units of Massalian cavalry. Very good, very cheap, but still very cost effective shock cavalry, all in their own diamond formation, which is unique to the Massalians, and I believe like one other unit in DEI, maybe 2 others. So very powerful formation, and it has a knockback ability that does kind of stun the enemy units from what I understand. So it's going to be interesting to see how powerful that is. Behind them they have 2 units of Greek javelin, nothing special whatsoever there. Very terrible skirmishers, but they throw javelins, so they can be useful. Moving towards the center, though, this is where we see a Macedonian might coming out. We see some hoplites, Macedonian hoplites, in fact, but then we also see Greek bronze shield pikemen, another unit, and then another Macedonian hoplite. Behind them, we have 2 units of hoplites, a levy hoplite, and then a shield bearer hoplite. Very good late tier hoplite for the Macedonians. I nearly said Seleucids, I don't know why. But anyway, and then in the far rear of the center, we have some very cheap infantry. We have Greek infantry right here. We then have a white shield infantry unit, another one, and some more Greek infantry. The white shields have 300 men. Oh, as do the Greek infantry. Greek infantry are basically extremely bottom tier levy swordsmen. The white shields, they're like possibly a slightly worse version of the Thurio swords. Worse, if not almost about equal, actually. But they do have a javelin, so that's useful for those units. And way out here on the far right-hand flank of the Macedonian army, we have, of course, the general, which I'm assuming would be Alexander, because this is an Alexander-esque army at least, or more of a Diadochi army. But anyway, we have the Sacred Squadron General's Bodyguard, 200 men strong, very powerful cavalry unit to have. Then he has a Royal Squadron unit over here, just 100 men in that though, so nothing too crazy. Both units are purely shock cav though, very low defensive, only 5, so he needs to not let them get bogged down in combat. Then he has 2 units of Agriani and Peltus, one of the best Peltus units in the game. It's extremely useful in so many situations. I love these guys, and you will see me use them very well in an upcoming online battle where I get to use it myself, which is really fun. Although I kind of do get screwed over with them, but anyway, that's another battle. Then in the front, far right, we have the Elite Guard, which is basically a pike unit that's a little bit more mobile because they don't use the Sarissa pike. They're instead just using the mix of a spear and a pike, which is kind of halfway between having a Sarissa. So, very useful, very powerful unit. Definitely has a lot of staying power. Right now, we can see 18 of the Massalian units, so I will go over their roster, and then hopefully we can track down the remaining Massalian units once the battle starts. So, starting on the far left-hand flank, we have 2 units of Celtiberian youth skirmishers. Not really all that great, although they do have a spear. Plus, they also have a little bit of armor piercing damage at 4, but it's not really worth mentioning actually. But they do have a spear, so they can try to defend themselves against cavalry, but good luck with that. Their stats are generally pretty bad, except a melee defense 12 is okay. But anyway, behind them we have a Thurio spear unit. We then have 3 units of allied Gallic bowmen right here. Very weak archer unit, but they should be cheap because of that. But yeah, their range is terrible, 155. Missile damage at 14. These guys are pretty trashy. And then behind them we have a Massalian noble cav unit and another one as well. So that's 2 on the far left. Let's move to the center. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of allied Gallic retainers. 300 men strong Gallic spearmen unit for the Massalians. Very useful. Armor 20, still melee defensive 19. Oh my goodness, that's pretty disgusting. They don't have a shield wall ability though, so that kind of hinders them a little bit. That would have been really powerful if they had that though. On their far right, they also have a Thurio spear just next to the main formation. Back towards the center, we have an allied Gallic champion unit that we could see. A shock infantry unit with no armor piercing though. So he will want to charge these guys into lightly armored units when possible. We have the general in the back, which is another Massalian noble cav unit. Then on the far right hand flank in the rear, we have Celto-Hellenic cavalry and another unit as well. So he has 5 units of cavalry we can see so far, all of which are better than the Macedonian cavalry because they're all melee cavalry. And so in a melee engagement, these guys will get hammered on the charge by the Thessalian cav and whatnot. But once they stay stuck in combat for a while, these guys will grind the crap out of the Macedonian cavalry. So I can definitely see that being an issue for them. But anyway, let's see what happens. Starting the battle, like I said, I will skip ahead when necessary to get through this very long battle, 25 minutes. But to me, that's a good sign. It means that this battle should be extremely close. And if I recall the message that Calogero gave me when he sent it, it is insanely close. But anyway, let's see what happens. Battle is beginning slowly, both armies moving forward slightly towards each other. Calogero adjusting his formation by moving a little bit to the left while he moves forward. And the mind games begin. God sending his cavalry units, 2 plus his general to his right hand flank. I'm assuming he has some kind of stealth units out here because, like I said, we've only seen 18 of his units. He should have 20. So I'm assuming there's some hidden infantry over there. Oh no, here they are right now. Yeah, the allied Gallic champions in the center. Okay, wow. Never mind, we found them. Getting very, very close to each other over here. The White Shield and Greek infantry units are coming forward. Possibly to come soak up enemy fire. Spearmen are moving forward. They do not have a javelin. Thurio spears do though. These Massalians are about to take a javelin to the face if they don't hurry up and move. Uh-oh. Oh dear. This is not good for the cavalry. Oh. He's moving back. Oh. Interesting play. I would have at least tried to throw my javelins at these guys. They're sitting still, so they're pretty much all hit. Bit of a missed opportunity. But God is trying not to get overwhelmed on that left. He is pulling back, even though the attack orders have been given by the Macedonian. God is shifting his focus very, very heavily to his left flank, trying to overload the Macedonian right with all of his infantry and skirmishers. Definitely trying to make a power play right there. Balancing of the lines is occurring. Seeing some adjustments. No panic moves really by Calogero. Doing pretty well to position his army in a good spot. Hoplites are gonna get hammered by skirmishers. Ooh, that's a mass volley too. Coming into the right hand side of the shields, but I'm not sure if it's enough of an angle to make it a really easy hit for these spears and whatnot. Wow, getting absolutely pummeled. Oh yeah, safe to say at least some of those hoplites are getting their shield bonus ignored. So they're gonna get hammered for sure. God using his skirmish as well. We have Greek infantry moving up along the left. Possibly trying to force an engagement across the entire front line, but I don't know, on this right hand side it's looking very vulnerable. God manages to force Calogero into an engagement here. He is going to overwhelm him with his skirmishers, but Calogero's doing well to pull back so far. And he's not pulling back his entire line. He has his main line up front still, so God can't get too close with his main line unless he wants to engage. But his right flank is still close enough to come in and support if necessary. Very nice. While that dance continues, we're seeing the left-hand flank be pushed by the Macedonians. But again, we're also seeing a bit of a mirror on God's part where he's just pulling back his center and his right, keeping them close enough to the infantry to get support. Looks like we're having the push of Thurio spears and the Gallic retainers coming in. Oh, did they just hit shield wall? No, they didn't. Wow, what is this move? God once again pulling his infantry away after engaging them. He's lost a few men doing that. But he didn't really gain anything out of it either, and neither of these two units were targeted by skirmishers, so I'm not sure why he pulled back his troops. Interesting play there. Looking like he wants to commit. I mean, obviously he wants to try and hold down the Macedonian infantry so these skirmishers can do some heavy damage. The dance continues. Wow, look at this. No wonder this is a long battle. Both players having some serious mind games right here. Looks like the Macedonians are finally caught though. Yeah, we're getting charges coming in from the Massalians. Macedonians gotta turn around and face him. Ooh, charge interrupted by the cavalry. Very nice call. I like that. Very, very, very cheeky. These skirmishers need to start opening up though. The Agrionians gotta get to work. Maybe annihilate a Thurio spear unit, get some cav. But look, they're gonna get charged. Oh no. That is not what Calogero wants. Way too late on that move order. Yeah, he's busy marcoing elsewhere. I'm not sure where else he was marcoing. His left-hand flank is pretty much still for now. Needs to get that flank involved, or have at least a couple units of his cav come around and help on the right, if possible. The Agrionians do escape. Coming out right here. Nice. Good job. Massalian cavalry coming in. Very poor charge, potentially? No. Very good charge, actually. Comes in here to the side. It is just a white shield infantry unit, though, so probably doesn't need the 2 units of cav getting involved. Gallic retainers are pushing through very, very hard. Shield bearers coming in to help out. The skirmishers from the Massalians is still melting away these heavy infantry units. Calogero doesn't really have an answer for the skirmishers, which is really hurting his main body line. Needs to be ultra aggressive with his army, I think, but that's so hard to do when you have pelters and I mean not pelters, hoplites and pikemen. Very hard units to try and be aggressive with. Agrionians getting some kills on a Thurio spear unit. Not the most high tier unit they could use their javelins on, but they got to get rid of this unit. Thurio spears are really useful and cost effective. I wouldn't blame him at all if he used a lot of ammunition on that unit. The dance out here continues as the Massalians keep pushing. Macedonians trying to pull back. General is about to get charged, so potentially, if God gives the attack order, he could get a very nice charge right now. Come in direct, swing around the flank. Oh, dude, is he gonna see it? Looks like he sees it. Calogero sees it too late, though. General's bodyguard is getting charged. They give an attack order. It's too late. Doesn't matter. Oh, not good. But, oh, wow, look at these Agrianians getting involved with those javelins. It's gonna be a friendly fire, but Massalians are gonna struggle trying to get through there a little bit. Almost a little bit of a pull through, but there was a slight gap right there. This is a really important battle right now. Calogero popping his raised banner ability and trying to rally the troops. Agrianians trying to help out. General's trying to pull back. God will know how important this is, though, to get the kill on the general, so he will try to chase it down. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen, though, because Calogero is getting far away from the Massalian infantry. Yeah, look, cavalry coming in to help out now. Massalians are now getting in trouble as the Macedonians come in with their infantry, throwing in their levies, swordsmen and whatnot, try and slow down the flood of Massalians. Ooh, look at this on the far left. Very few troops out here. God realizes it and begins pushing forward. Calogero's trying to rotate his Massalians, but it's too late now. He has to pull them back here. Otherwise, his left flank is going to be enveloped, and looks like it's going to happen regardless. The Macedonian hoplites, Greek shield, bronze pikemen, they are going to have a very rough time. How does this battle go for 15 more minutes? That's crazy. About to lose the Macedonian general over here on the right. Yeah, there's no way. He's gonna rout. He has to, especially if this charge comes in. Surely he's gonna rout. Trying to come in with some cavalry to help out. Over here. Macedonian's overloading his right flank now. Yeah, his general's routing. Rip. That's a big blow, and he's shattered too. Rip. Oh, look at this. Attack orders are coming in from the Massalian cavalry, so this way. Uh-oh. Looking very, very rough for the Macedonian right now. Although, a fair few of the Macedonian troops have been damaged or routed, but look at these skirmishes. Oh dear. Very concerning. Gonna get a lot of easy kills on the cavalry. Oh, these javelin men getting some nice volleys on the cavalry. Forcing them to charge the javelin men. Javelin men will get annihilated, but it's tying down the cavalry. Infantry coming in and another cav unit. I would like to see better charges though. Kind of from both armies, they're just like blobbing up their charges. I wouldn't be surprised if these two cav units don't have the same attack order, because they're like right on the same path. See? Second unit just charged into the other unit. Just a bit of a waste. Needs to go around. They need to be spread out with those charges. Easy to say, hard to do though, so. Not trying to be ultra mean with my criticism or anything. It's just something to point out. Something to help you all, help myself. Improve with our skills in online battles. These Thessalian cavalry units are getting shocked. Oh dear. This is really not the battle that they're meant for. They need to be recharged in and out, in and out, in and out. This is a shock cav unit. This is why I'm starting to prefer using purely melee cavalry in my online battles, because it's so hard to remember to micro every little thing on the battlefield. If these guys were melee cavalry units, they'd be fine there. They would win against that infantry unit, but it's just not happening. Still a couple of Massalian cavalry units left, including their general, who's over here in the center, getting a little bit too close to the pikemen. Gotta be careful. It's lost 17 men now. Oh, not really a great charge there. General charged into Massalian unit that had already outflanked this pikeman unit. Looks like the Massalian has used the war cry ability though. I'll know, intimidate. Very useful ability, but wow, this is so chaotic. Oh my goodness, what happened? We did have some semblance of battle lines, but somehow the Massalian players lost a lot of his infantry on the left, and now is basically restricted to the right-hand flank and a few units left in the center. Well, what used to be the center. Macedonian cavalry trying to outflank. Good move. Cav is over here trying to kill the skirmisher, but it's still bogged down, man. Really, oh, dude. All he had to do was pull out and do like one charge, and that skirmisher would have got annihilated. Oh, what's the attack order? Infantry. Not needed. I would not charge that there. I would possibly charge that right here. Wouldn't be the best charge, but it would be enough to knock out this unit, get the morale annihilated. Or charge the general, because this Massalian general has to die for the Macedonians to have any chance. But see, this unit way out here, the Massalian unit, first off, let's see what it is. It's an allied Gallic champion, so it's a pretty strong unit, so fair enough, he wants to knock it out, but it's so far away, man, from the battle. I think there's more important targets to be focused on, which is mainly the cavalry of the Massalian. If the Macedonian player can take out the cavalry, then he has a very good chance at this battle. Does get a good charge right here. Gets a few kills, around 10 on the charge, which is pretty good. Are you talking about cavalry? I'm not sure if I buy the diamond formation being all that strong though. I think I would prefer to have like a wider formation. So see this diamond right here? Instead of that, I would prefer to have it spread out like that. That's just me though. Just definitely need to do some testing. Getting some interesting charges right here on the Gallic champions. See what I mean? Like, what did they do right there? They knocked over 2 guys because they're in a diamond formation. If they weren't, oh no no no! Don't do it, dude. Yeah. Good boy. Bring him in. Good charge. Much better. Excellent. That should really kill a lot of them. Come on, give him more kills for that. That was a beautiful charge. They're routing at least. That's the main thing. Maybe have 1 unit charge. Take out that bowman unit. But wow, look at this battle, guys. 10 more minutes remaining. It's still favoring the Massalian, I would argue. The Macedonians have a lot of units still, but they're all over the battlefield, man. The Massalians are in pretty much one large group. Oh gosh, not the battle of the Massalians one. Rip. Yeah. Even though the Massalians are actually faster with a speed of 8, I believe. Yeah, speed of 8. They will get caught once they get too close because the charge animation of any cav unit automatically takes over the speed of even the fastest horse in the game. So if these Massalian cav units get into a charge animation, if they're close enough, they will make contact like they just did there. But because they made contact, they stopped running and they tried to fight while these guys were running away. So these guys actually do come out on top and escape. Relatively unstopped. Oh, look, man, look at this though. Ooh, you know what I would love to see right now is a four-pronged attack on these 2 units, because we have a general and we have a very good cavalry unit that both need to get annihilated. Have this unit charge right here, this unit come in, one of these units come in here, and then another one swing around, and that would annihilate them. There's nothing close enough to really help the Massalians. This bombing unit isn't going to save them. There is a spearman unit over here, which is probably a Ethereal Spear. Is it? No, it's a Gallic Retainer, I think. Yeah. But, man, he really has to focus on the cavalry. I would love to see more cavalry focus. If the Massalians didn't have it, then the Macedonian Thessalian cavalry could do their constant rear charges into infantry all day, and nothing would be there to stop them. But because both armies have cavalry, no one has the advantage right now for both sides. At least when it comes to cavalry, I would still argue the Massalian has more troops available, possibly? It's actually looking a little bit more even now. And we have some of the elite Macedonian units left, like this elite guard, very powerful unit, hard to get off the battlefield. Ooh, how's this charge gonna go for him? See, look at that animation, man. This was better at the end of the charge, but man, that start. Knocked it off the battlefield though. It's time to start sandwiching those units there. Greek bronze shield pikemen. Getting some kills, not a lot, but they're holding. That's the main thing the pikemen need to do. Oh gosh, why do we have a Massalian unit getting hit by Furio Spears? That is the ultimate thing that you do not want your cav to be doing. That is not ideal. Yep, it's off the battlefield. See you later. Surely it won't come back from routing. Macedonian unit here is getting stuck though. And these Gallic retainers are coming in to help them out. Not good for the Macedonian, but we're also seeing a lot of units routing over here. Macedonian general's getting stuck. I mean the Massalian general. He has to be killed if the Macedonians are gonna have any chance. He has to die right now. He's routing, he's wavering, he's wavering. Come on. Oh, stabilizing. 61 men left. Has spearmen close by. Oh, Macedonian spearmen are coming in. Hoplite and a pikeman in it, both out of formation so they can move faster. Oh, did he just give the formation ability? No, he didn't. Ooh, this is gonna be close. Two shock cavalry units that really shouldn't be stuck in a fight are stuck in a fight. Massalian general's trying to rout. He's routed. Is he going to shatter or will he come back from the rout? If he is not shattered, man, he will come back. That could be devastating for the Macedonians. Oh, they have to shatter him. Keep chasing, keep chasing. Absolutely have to. Watch out for this here, though. Macedonian just lost another cav unit. Not ideal. The general will not shatter. Oh, wow. Are we going to see him come back? It's pretty far until the red line. That general should come back, to be honest. I would love to see a turnaround charge, though. Yeah, the Macedonian player would definitely win that charge. He needs to do it, or he's going to get charged. I know he wants to hunt down this general, but it's a bit too late now. Possibly, or maybe not. It's just, man, if he loses these cav units, Macedonian player's done. While this little cat and mouse game is happening, Macedonians are getting surrounded. They're trying to help each other out, trying to unify their lines, but it's a little bit late. Massalian general does get shattered off the battlefield, but what kind of cost? Look how far away the Macedonian cavalry is. Not ideal. The infantry need the support right now, so they have to kill this cavalry unit very, very quickly. Get in there and help out their infantry. Massalian cavalry will go right here. Yep, both units actually shattered. That's funny. But one unit of cavalry left on the battlefield belongs to the Macedonian. It is a shock cav unit. Royal Squadron, 104 kills so far. 62 men left. However, the Massalians, they have infantry left. Retainer, and Furio Spear. Very mobile spear units. Not really better than the Macedonians infantry though. And then what's this coming back? Ooh, the elite shield bearers. Elite guards, sorry. Uh-oh. Looking rough for the Massalians now. It looks like this might have been swapped around really quick here at the end. With that cavalry unit getting taken out, plus the general of the Massalians, looks like the Macedonians are going to bring it back. Really depends on what happens right here. We have some javelin men getting in some free kills. Nothing too crazy, but anything will help. Massalian units are all very tired as well. Macedonians aren't as tired, so that's interesting. See how much that comes into effect. I don't know. I don't see the Massalians bringing this back now. Skirmishers ran back just a little bit, possibly in skirmisher mode. Uh-oh. Look out for your cavalry. Calogero, buddy. You want to back off. Don't let it get stuck. Right now, the Macedonian player needs to lock down these infantry groups of the Massalian and then come in with those recharges. But he's not getting it right now. In fact, his cavalry is very close to being chased down by the infantry. Thankfully for him, the Gallic retainers are tired, but they will catch up. Ooh, dude, he has to be careful. I would get all of his units out of formation, charge his units down. He has to lock them down into combat. Look at this cat and mouse game. Oh my gosh. This is close. Oh, Massalian unit is wavering though. It's about to rout. It's surrounded, about to get cavalry charge. They do have an attack order on the Cav. Cav pulls back instantly. Elite guard turning around to face that. Macedonian still chasing the Massalians. Must be very frustrating for the Macedonian player trying to chase these guys down. Not much option now. Doing a lot of movement orders over there, over here, over there. Trying to keep his cavalry alive. Oh, this is so risky. Oh, look at that. What's he doing coming through here? Okay, okay. Come on in, Sonny Jim. Macedonians still trying to get engagements happening. Javelinmen still have ammunition too. Very helpful for them. They could possibly force these troops to get stuck. Oh, will they get stuck? Oh, they just missed that. Oh, that's lucky. Gosh, what a what a frustrating end right here, man. They just have to keep running around each other. God has to keep his units split up, moving, making sure that they don't get chased by the Cav, and the cavalry has to stay alive. If this Cav unit routs, the Macedonian player is done. One would think. Oh, we're getting a waiver over here though. He needs to get a charge in. Charge the crap out of it. Oh, never mind, it's shattered. It's gone. Two more Massalian units. This is the last time I do a replay of two factions with the same starting letter. Oh man, I've done terrible today, guys. Look at this. Oh, this is tight. Gotta keep the cavalry alive. Keep them alive. Keep them going. Ooh, it's super close. Could God bring this back? We're seeing bigger comebacks, but oh no, look at this. This is not good for God. Troops are trying to retreat and they are getting charged senseless right here by the pikemen. That is not what they want. Calogero just trying to get his cav away. He has to keep it alive. And God knows he has to kill it. So that's why he's chasing it so much. Looks like we're getting a bit of a formation here. Possibly a little bit of a last stand, little ditch attempt. Form a battle line right here. I mean, the Macedonians are definitely looking favorable right now. Somehow they've brought it back. Oh my goodness, what a battle. 20 more seconds left in this. I'm assuming we've got to get a morale route right now. Is it going to happen? That or someone's going to exit the battle possibly? 8 seconds. The countdown was a little bit long, but that's okay. Your boy Calogero brings it in from Macedon and somehow claws it back from the jaws of defeat. Very big congratulations to him. I know this battle was very exciting for him and I know he had a lot of fun, so thank you very much for sharing the replay, brother. Highly appreciate it. Round of applause to God, one of the best EEI online players out there. Did a fantastic job. That was really fun to see the maneuvering between the two armies. Definitely a lot of strategy involved there. So let's go to these stats very quickly and then we'll end the video. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the final screen. This has been a long online battle, so I won't really talk much. I just want to say that you can notice a difference in what the armies had. The Macedonian did not have many long-range skirmishes. It didn't have any, in fact. Whereas the Massalian had 3 units of archers, and all 3 were borderline useless. They didn't really provide any kills. They didn't stop the Macedonians from doing anything in particular, really. They might have focus fired on like one of his units, but the Macedonian player didn't need like his Greek javelinmen to get a lot of kills in order to win. He needed his cavalry to get a lot of kills, and he needed his good, solid main battle line to hold, or at least somewhat hold. So his cavalry did have enough time to get the kills that they needed, and to be honest, these kills could have been so much higher if the micromanagement was just slightly better and he had a little bit more luck with some of his movement orders. Sometimes you give an attack order and another enemy unit moves in the way and there's no way you can see it because you're busy microing your other side of the battle, so it's definitely understandable. Calogero still got a lot of kills for all of his units despite some of the charges not being so effective or not so efficient. And then 5 units of cavalry versus 5 over here. But somehow the shock cavalry of the Massalians brought it back, man. They did an excellent job. Perhaps the Massalian cavalry needed just a little bit more support, especially on the right-hand flank of the Massalian army, because the left-hand flank was so overloaded. So that's probably why we're seeing a large disparity in kills as well between the cavalry units. But anyway, hats off to both gentlemen. Really appreciate you guys fighting this online battle and sharing it with us. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I shall see you in the next one.